Hey guys, we got a game today for Shane's campaign down at Dice Head Games. This is a continuation of the Battle for Agora. In this one, in the last leg, I posted a battle report from it. The Imperials have lost about 90% of their objectives, and now they are trying desperately to hold on to the last few. So for this mission, it's Dawn of War setup. The only thing that matters is this objective. Whoever controls that wins the game. There's no night fight, Dawn of War. The Imperials go first, unless Tyranids can seize the initiative. And the Imperials have +1 to all of their cover saves in their deployment zone to represent the fact that they've dug in on these last few objectives. So, for the Relictor side, we'll go down it first. We have a Centurion squad with las cannons and missile launchers. This is a tactical squad or the Stalker?
Stalker.
Okay, Stalker here. Then this is the Assault squad. They have 2 flamethrowers, a power maul, and Khan is riding with them, so White Scar chapter tactics. We have Stern Guard with a Tech Marine, and the Tech Marine has bolstered this run, so these guys have 2+ cover saves right now. We got 2 Razorback squads with a flamethrower each, and then las cannons and plasma guns on the outside. Here we have a tactical squad, yes, with the double plasma setup. So plasma gun and combi plasma. And then here we have a Whirlwind. And in reserve, we have a pair of Storm Talons. And they're actually Storm Talons now. We've got real models. So that's a good thing. Today we've got, for the Tyranids, a Winged Tyrant, double Devourers, and he has Catalyst. Catalyst and Onslaught. We have 2 Venom Thropes tucked down there in the corner of the building. We have 3 Zoanthropes. They have Warp Blast and Onslaught. Then we have 2 Hive Crones as they come. We've got 2 Tyrant Guard, and they're attached to Big General himself. We've got Swarm Lord. He has Onslaught, Paroxysm, and the Horror. We have 3 Hive Guard across the front here, and then over here we have 4 squads of 19 Hormagaunts spread out through and around this building. And then in reserve, over there on the shelf, we have 2 Molochs waiting to come in through Deep Strike Reserve. So that's set up. The White Scars have made their scout moves for Khan, and now I'm going to try to seize the initiative. If not, the Tyranids will be going second. And I did not, so we'll be back after turn 1. Since the first turn was mainly maneuvering, we just went ahead and did both players' turns before we did any report for the first turn. The Space Marines used their scout moves to move back. They pretty much hung out at the back, threw a few volleys downrange. The Centurions wounded one of the Hive Guard, and the rest of the fire bounced off of the cover saves because the Whirlwind was out of range down here. It moved over as fast as it could to start getting shots in on the Hormagaunts, who spent the turn moving up. And then, let's see, what else happened that turn? The Hive Guard fired into the Rhino hiding in that building. They glanced at once and penetrated at once, and the penetrating hit shook the crew. So the Hive Tyrant flew up, fired his Devourers here, and exploded that Razorback and killed one of the men inside, but they did not pin. So that's it for turn 1. We're about to start rolling reserves, and we'll be back at the end of Space Marine turn 2. Alright, Space Marine turn 2 just ended. He got one of his Storm Talons, which flew on down here, and fired at my Winged Tyrant, hit with all 7 shots, caused a rend and 6 wounds, but the Hive Tyrant answered with some equally good rolling. He shrugged the rend with Feel No Pain. He shrugged 4 of the 6 armor saves with his armor, and then he the 2 wounds that were left, he saved 1 with Feel No Pain. So he ended up only taking 1 wound. And in an unusual bout of luck for him, he got shot, made 4 or 5 grounding tests and passed them all. This guy took the fire from the Stalker, but because of the runs and the Venom Thropes, of whom now there's only 1, he was able to take his 2+, and he was fine and passed his pinning as well. The Whirlwind deviated pretty significantly and killed the 3 guys off the edge of the front of the squad there. And the Space Marine Assault Squad with Khan climbed up onto the 2nd floor. They heard the tremors of the Molochs and decided it was time to get off the ground. So we'll be back at the end of Tyranid Turn 2. Tyranid Turn 2 just ended, and the swarm is closing with the Space Marines. We got all the Hormagaunts rushing up through here to the gap, being followed by Swarm Lord and the pack of Hive Guard. Both of the Molochs came in here. This is where they ran to. One of them scattered back and ate one of the Hormagaunts to land. Let's see, what else happened? The Zoanthropes came in down here. They used Onslaught to run up closer, threw Warp Blast and blew up this Razorback. 4 Tentaclid missiles from the Hive Crones managed to do 3 glancing hits, but 2 got stopped by their 6-up cover for being dug in for the mission. And the Hive Tyrant flew down here and splashed the Storm Talon with his Devourers. So Tyranids are closing. We got another Storm Talon to come in, and this is only a 5-turn game, so the Tyranids have 3 turns to capture that objective. Space Marine Turn 3 has come to an end. Fired a bunch of shots in here, killed a whole bunch of Hormagaunts across the front, caved in that group there, lost 11 or 12, something like that. Lost 1 wound from him, from the Centurions firing down. This guy got tangled up in close combat with the Assault Squad, who is down here. That's probably too dark to see, but he took 3 wounds. He killed 3 of them. The Space Marines won the initiative roll for hit and run, but they failed their initiative check. And then I used my hit and run, passed my initiative check, moved over here towards the Stern Guard. So, oh yeah, also I lost the lead Hive Crone. He got shot down and killed by massed volleys of fire. So that's where we're at right now. We're just passing the middle point of the game, so we'll see if Space Marines can hold the line against the Tyranid Swarm. Okay, just finished up Tyranid Turn 3, so that's the bottom of 3, and my opponent has conceded at this point. We've got 2 units of Hormagaunts still back here. They failed to make their charges. We wrapped these guys in on the Stern Guard. They failed a bunch of armor saves. It's down to the Tech Marine and 1 guy. Vector strikes went off perfectly. That 4-man squad, the Hive Tyrant got all 4 of them. The Hive Crone got 4 of these tactical Marines. Let's see what else. This Moloch came in, destroyed this Rhino, and at this point, just with so few troops, Swarm Lords 1, maybe 2 rounds out of close combat. We're gonna call it right there. So that'll be a victory for the Tyranids, but a bloody game. We got in each other's faces early, and the game just focused down to that 1 point. So hopefully we can play this mission a few more times before it expires in the campaign series. As always, Army links will be in the description. There will be a link to the blog with post-game thoughts and Army lists. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more.